Welcome back to the Laker family. Hey guys, welcome back. I missed y'all. It felt like it's been a long week and a half during the All-Star break. We just couldn't wait to get back to our first video and some of our great Laker content. And we know that you guys are happy to join us again as well. I first want to start off with I loved how the Lakers ended the season before going into the All-Star break. They had like a 42-12 record, a 41-12 record, and we left on a positive note. So it kind of helped the week go by a little bit faster by us leaving it on that note like that. And with the All-Star game, how well everything played out. I love the new construction of the All-Star game, and it led to more competitiveness with that game. So I think Kawhi Leonard ended up winning the All-Star, the first ever Kobe Bryant All-Star MVP award, and it was nice all around, nice event all around. I really enjoyed it. I have not enjoyed an All-Star weekend in years. It's been years since I've really just paid it any attention. With that being said, we had a few trade transactions go down all over the league, and primarily the Clippers and the Lakers are in a bidding war against one another, and it seems like the Clippers are playing keep away, trying to play keep away from the Lakers. They're noticing what the Lakers need, and they'll go out and try to take that player off the market in fear of the Lakers picking him up. They were able to acquire Marcus Morris in a trade, and everybody went ballistic about that and put them back as the favorites. And then you had the signing of the buyout signing of Reggie Jackson. And when I first saw that, I was a little bit like, man, I didn't even know Reggie Jackson was available at that point. And I was like, man, that's gonna really cause some disruption as far as us trying to win this championship. But when I started kind of looking deeper into it, and I noticed that Reggie Jackson isn't quite the same player that he was 3-4 years ago, and how badly the Pistons were itching to get Reggie Jackson off of their books. It's not looking as good. So I don't think that that was that bad of a non-pickup for us. But we were able to counter that with Markieff Morris, and it's like we just checkmated the Clippers because they tried to keep Marcus Morris away from us, but we countered that with getting his twin, who's just as productive as Marcus Morris. So they both bring grit, and we've been clamoring for a dog type of player. Markieff Morris is that type of player. And I feel like that was a win for us. And also, Morris kind of gives us another option if Kyle Kuzma doesn't get it together. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit more later on. But to get into the game from last night between the Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies, we came out in dominating fashion. LeBron was doing his thing, could not be stopped. And he just looked all around refreshed. It looked like the All-Star break had did him wonders, because he came out just completely destroying the Memphis Grizzlies. With the first minute or so, we had an injury scare with Anthony Davis. Looked like he bumped legs on a pick and roll, trying to defend a pick and roll, and it looked like his calf muscle or something got hit, and it aggravated something. So that was very scary. He had to go out the game. But with that being said, he sat down. He was out of the game for basically the whole first quarter and most of the second quarter, and still came back and dominated this game. How many points did
28 points. Good job, Anthony Davis.
28 points, 13 rebounds.
14 assists.
No, that's 13 rebounds, and then 7 blocks. So that was a monster game. For somebody to basically almost miss a first half of a game and come back and still put up those type of numbers. That's ridiculous. And it speaks to how great of a player Anthony Davis truly is. 7 blocks? Goodness. We got out to this huge lead, and I want to say midway in the third quarter, LeBron James went to the bench there for a little stretch, and it was almost like we were playing with our food, basically. I felt like we still could have kept that 25-point lead, even though LeBron went to the bench, but we was just kind of got into our cocky mode, like we can just kind of do whatever at that point. And the Grizzlies started chipping away at that lead and started to make it a more interesting game going into the fourth quarter. So we were able to keep some type of 7-point cushion, 8-point cushion from the fourth quarter until the end of the game, where we finally sealed the deal with a couple of plays. The 3 guys that did not show up this game and continue to be some type of question mark is Danny Green, Kyle Kuzma, and Rajon Rondo. Like I told y'all before, I feel like we have all the pieces in place as long as they play to their capabilities, and we shouldn't have any worries. But the thing is, Danny Green, Kyle Kuzma, and Rajon Rondo, those 3 have routinely not been able to play up to their capabilities. There's too many games where they're playing way below their average level of play, and we have a few little sprinkled games in there where they do play at least at their average level of play or above their average level of play. And that's what's scary, because if we don't get the average level of play from those 3 guys in a playoff series against a tough opponent, we could be in trouble. But Markieff Morris, I'm going to go back to that. Markieff Morris, this pickup gives us another security blanket just in case one of those guys can't come through or just seem to not have it in a playoff series. And this should worry Kyle Kuzma a little bit more about picking his game up, or his minutes are going to start getting cut into. JaVale McGee, I noticed his minutes start getting cut into over the past couple of weeks, and it's been Dwight Howard more favored at that center spot. And even when Dwight Howard goes to the bench, Frank Vogel prefers to switch Anthony Davis to the 5 versus bringing JaVale McGee back onto the floor. But at least you kind of know what you're going to get from JaVale McGee when he's in there to a certain extent over Danny Green, Kyle Kuzma, Rajon Rondo. You just never know what you're going to get with those guys, and that's not good. So we may have to end up still looking for a second playmaker. Caruso is not bad, but we need a more seasoned option at that position behind LeBron when he goes to the bench. We did a good job of holding the sensational rookie Ja Morant in check all night. He struggled. He shot poorly from the field. He had high turnovers. So collectively, as a unit, our guards did their job defending him on the perimeter and corralling him, making him go to the basket where there was a second defender, a big man, waiting to challenge him and bother it. Dwight Howard got a sensational block on Ja Morant. Just put it back in his face. He fell out the air, but Dwight Howard didn't foul him. That was a great block of this game. Overall, this game was it was good. It was a good game, a great win for us. but it still had a bit of flaws in there with the turnovers, 14, too high, and the 3-point percentage was still not great. We shot 9 for 29 from 3-point range. So those things we have to clear up, especially going forward, playing the Boston Celtics tomorrow. We got to shore those things up, or because we don't want to have another Boston beatdown like we got the last time. It's time for us to get revenge on them. And Jason Tatum's been on a tear the past month or so. He's looking more and more like the player that he was hyped up to be. The Boston fans should give Kobe Bryant a lot of credit for that too. They're not going to want to do that, but they should, because his game is starting to resemble more of a Kobe Bryant style type of game. No, he's not Kobe Bryant, but his game is starting to resemble that, and that's should be a good sign for Boston Celtics fans. But we have to do a good. They have a total team. They have a complete team, like 4 or 5 guys capable of getting 20 a night. So we're going to have to be on our P's and Q's that game coming tomorrow. And with that, we're going to go ahead and get into the stats from the Lakers.
Anthony Davis, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 28 points. LeBron James, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 32 points. McGee, 5 rebounds, 0 assists, and 2 points. Bradley, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 14 points. Green, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 points. People on the bench, Kuzma, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 8 points. Dudley, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, and 0 points. Howard, 5 rebounds, 0 assists, and 4 points. Rondo, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 points. Pope, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 12 points. And lastly, Caruso, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 9 points. Go Lakers!
Go Lakers!
They did good.
And so with that's going to take us to the Oracle, and she's going to give us her favorite highlight of the game and her prediction of what she sees for happening in the next game.
My favorite play of the game was Alex Caruso put back dunk over Anderson after a missed free throw from Davis.
That was vicious. You like that?
I see the Lakers getting revenge against the Celtics tomorrow with a close go Lakers.
Go Lakers. And that's good news. It's great news. It's payback time, especially against our arch rival, the Boston Celtics. So we're all looking forward to that, and we're also looking forward to recapping that game. And as always, we love bringing y'all great Laker content. And if y'all want to join the Laker family, what are y'all supposed to do?
Supposed to like, share, and subscribe.
And also
hit the notification button to keep updated.
And there you have it. We'll see y'all next time. And we love y'all. We enjoy y'all. Peace.
Peace out. Bye.